50 seconds. We got 5. Set, hit. Five. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Right there. 5:22, 5:23. Come on, Cam. 46, 47, 48, 6:29, 6:30, 6:30. Every time you get one done, you gotta say, hey, I'm almost done. I'm getting closer to being done, not thinking that I gotta keep going, okay? But what you do at practice, what you're doing to me. Everybody understand that? What you do at practice, what you're doing to me, all right? It's no different in life with yourself. Down the cricket hallway, then go back up the straight C. All right, then go to the back.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay? All right.
That never happened.
Put some more water.
People may not remember your best performance. You may not remember the words that I say right now. They will remember over the long haul your consistency. If you consistently showed up, consistently work hard, consistently had a good attitude, those are the things that people will remember.
And so tomorrow as you do go out there, you look towards each other and you become motivated from each other, because that's what the team is all about. When you have something like that later on in life, when you really truly need to be motivated, you can look back on those practices that you had in high school and sports and say, you know what, if I can do it then, I can surely tackle this now. Train hard?
Easy.
All right. Do what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's not hot.
Seriously, if you don't think about it, you don't even notice it. It's like it's not even there.
Shut up.
It's like you're in a spa.
It is. Oh, it's my gosh. This is
Yeah.
an awesome spa.
Go. He's really struggling.
Yeah, for real.
What up, bro?
What up, Bob? I'm the king.
We may never see this again.
Yeah.
They're all having up.
was kind of 50% forced to and 50% talked into by Coach Step. He saw it, he came over and he asked me why I wasn't out there, and I said, I'm in pre-training for soccer. And he's like, you a full-time athlete or a part-time athlete? And I was like, I consider myself a full-time athlete. And to him, not being in a sport wasn't being a full-time athlete, so he ended up telling me that I needed to be at practice on Monday, and I kept my word. I showed up. I loved it. Loved being with the guys. And you're only as good as the people that you surround yourself with. So.
What word comes to mind when you think of cross country?
Probably family.
Family.
Yeah.
All right, go. Tell me about that.
Well, because I feel like track, there's a close bond as well, but cross country is just different in the sense of where we all run the same distance, you know, we're all going through the same workouts, where track it's more spread out.
Yeah.
Dedication.
Explain.
It was hard to see people so far in front, but that also helped with my dedication. I need to be up there with them. I know I can be up there with them. I deserve to be up there with them. I'm going to be.
Awesome.
Mind, because when our mind can sort of conceive, our body can achieve.
Probably perseverance. First couple times I came out here, it was really hard, and then kind of got into it.
Like motivating, but it's not it's not exactly motivating when you're like heading out there. It's motivating because you have the whole team around you, and it's motivating after you finish to say, hey, like I can do that again, like I've already done it before. So that's what makes it motivating.
What is one good memory from cross country? What's one good memory?
Honestly, it was this last season's trip to States. I just feel like it was an overall really fun trip. I feel like everyone really kind of was, certain people were breaking out of their shells more, and I feel like we all really bonded. So I'm excited to see how that plays over in a track and stuff.
I had a bio IA, so it was a project from school, and then we were just with all the girls, just kind of like goofing off. And I had every single person who was there like do my experiment for me, and it was a pretty like inclusive like experiment.
Their big dance party that all the girls were having in the hotel room at State. We were like swinging around lights, and everyone was like flinging their hair everywhere, and I was trying to do homework in the middle of all of it, and it was
Yeah, I'm gonna go with long runs with the boys.
What do you love about long runs?
It just takes your mind off a lot of stress. Conversation pace. That's my job.
Sweet.
I coined it.
Conversation pace. That's a good pace.
Yeah.
Luke, what about you?
Probably our FSU trip this year. That was the most fun to me. I feel like we really bonded on that trip, just from the long bus rides and stuff. We had a great time.
So bus rides were good memories.
Yeah, for sure.
What's one thing you've learned from cross country?
The importance of putting your mind to something, and how important it is to, if you want something, to stay active, to keep going to practice, and to just really stick with it, and how great it is, and how much more enjoyable it is when you are putting everything into it.
What is one thing you learned from cross country? One thing you learned?
train hard, win easy thing has kind of become an all-around thing, not just a running thing.
What have you learned from cross country?
That you can't give 50% effort in anything, because when you give full effort, you get better results out of it. I feel like that applies everywhere in life, not only in running, so I feel like that's taught me the most, because when I put in 100%, I was proud of myself when I got my results, because I knew that was the best I could do.
Awesome. Cool. Last question. What advice would you give next year's runners?
I don't know, just like, I know this sounds kind of cheesy and I feel like a lot of people say, but just never give up. I feel like you never truly know what can happen. Just push until your very last race.
I would stress to them how important it is to build your team and to really have everyone bond and to really have fun with each other, and how important it is to make the freshmen feel welcome.
I'd say just don't give up. You can look on the achievements of like the people before you and know that they did it, and so you can do it too.
What about you?
Give 100% everywhere, because if you don't, you're going to end up being disappointed in yourself.
Never say you can't. Once you say you can't to cross country, it's going to carry over to something else. Maybe it's grades, maybe it's another extracurricular activity, maybe it's stuff at home. But once you say can't to 1, 2, 3, 4, everything follows suit.
Okay. What is one thing that you think you'll miss the most about leaving cross country this year as a senior?
My teammates.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure.
Yeah.
Just that bond?
Yeah.
Yeah.
those times together?
4 years, yeah. It's pretty incredible. Time flies.